Hello and once again welcome to No Fuss Physics where we come straight to the point immediately. In the previous video, we solved a numerical where three charges were placed at the vertices of a triangle. Now let's move to another important configuration. Charges placed at the vertices of a square. In this problem we will calculate the electric field at one of the vertices and you will see how symmetry helps simplify the calculation. So let's solve this step by step.
So here is one more question on electric field strength, and we have been given a square of side A and three charges are placed at the three vertices as shown. At A we have plus Q charge, B identical charge, and D also identical charge plus Q. And we've been asked to find out the electric field strength at C. So we've been asked to find out EC. By principle of superposition, EC will be equal to EA plus EB plus ED. So we want to find out the electric field strength at C. So we'll have to find out the electric field strength at C due to A, due to B, and D. Let us take first EB. So let us first find out the magnitude of EB. That will be K Q square by A square. And ED also will be equal to K Q square by A square. Both these will create the same intensity because both of them are at the same distance A from C. This charge plus Q over here is at a distance A from C. This charge plus Q is also at the same distance and the magnitude is also same. Therefore, EB and ED magnitudes are going to be same, KQ square by A square. As far as the magnitude of EA is concerned, it is having the same magnitude of the charge, but the distance is not same. The distance is not same. So let us find out this particular distance AC. Now we know that AC square will be equal to AB square plus BC square. And therefore AC square will be equal to A square plus A square, that is 2A square, and therefore I can write down AC will be equal to square root of 2 into A. So now I know the distance AC. So I can get an equation for EA now. EA will be equal to K Q square because the charge is plus Q is Q, and distance is AC square, and AC square we know is 2A square. AC is square root of 2A, AC square is 2A square. So I'll get over here 2A square. As always, let us write KQ square by A square as E. So I'll call this E. This also will be equal to E, and this will be equal to KQ square by half. So I'll write down this as E by 2. So if required, we can write E by 2 and E for these three charges. So we now have the magnitudes of EA, EB, and ED. Let us now look at the direction and see what happens. Okay, the direction of the electric field due to D, or the direction of ED, will be in this particular direction because this is a positive charge, so away from the positive charge. Same with B, positive charge, so away from the positive charge. And E also is positive charge, so that will also be. So let me write down this. This is EB, this is EA, and sorry, this is ED. This is ED. This is ED. This is EB, and this is EA. And now I want to find out the resultant of these three vectors. I know the magnitudes of three of them. I need to find out the resultant. So what we'll do is first we'll find out the resultant of vector EB and vector ED. And then we'll find out the resultant of EA and the resultant of EBED that we have found out. So for that purpose, what we will do is first let me remove EA from over here. So for the time being, let's remove this from over here. And let us find out the resultant of these two. It is easy to find the resultant because both of them have the same magnitude. So the resultant will be along the same line like this. It will exactly bisect this angle. This angle is 90 degrees, so it will bisect this. And this I will call as EBD. It is a resultant of EB and D, therefore I'm calling this EBD. So I know the direction. This will be at an angle of 45 degree because this angle is 90 degree. And I want to find out its magnitude. Magnitude, because the angle is 90 degree, I can very clearly say that EBD magnitude. I'm not putting a arrow over here. And ED magnitude, EBD square will be equal to EB square plus ED square. So this is because this is a right angle triangle. So EB square, EB and ED we both know are E square plus E square is equal to 2E square, and therefore EBD is equal to square root of 2 into E. So I now know the resultant of EB and ED. This is the resultant of EB and ED. Okay. Now onto this, we know that EA is also acting along the same line. So let me show EA. EA will also act along the same line. So I'm showing this slightly differently. This is EA. And since EA and EBD are along the same line, then their net resultant will also be along the same line. And I have to simply add these two magnitudes because they are along the same line. So first let us find out the magnitude of the final resultant, which we will call as EC. This is the final resultant. That is the resultant of the total electric field strength acting at C. So EC will be, the magnitude will be simply EA plus EBD because they are acting along the same direction. What is the magnitude of EA? Magnitude of is E by 2. We have already find that out. What is the magnitude of EBT? Is square root of 2E. And thus I will get this is equal to E into half plus root 2. I could write this as E by 2 into 1 plus 2 root 2. So this is the magnitude of the resultant, final resultant, E by 2, 1 plus 2 into root 2. As far as direction is concerned, it will act along this. So I will show it by another color. I'll use the red color to indicate the resultant of EA and EBD. So it will act along the same line and it will get added up. So this will be EC, the final resultant of these vectors. So let me repeat again. So we have found out the direction, it is along this line, and we have also found out its magnitude. This is EC, the magnitude of EC. So once again, to summarize, what did we do? At this particular point, we obtained the electric field strengths of all the three charges. We found out that the magnitude of ED and EB is equal. So we found out the resultant of EB and ED, which was EBD. To that, we added EA, which was the third electric field strength. And when we added these two, we got the final resultant EC. And its magnitude turned out to be this, and its direction is along EA. Thank you.
So that's how we calculate the electric field at a vertex of a square when charges are placed at its vertices. In the next video, we will explore a very interesting idea. Finding the point along the line joining two charges where the net electric field becomes zero. That concept is extremely important and appears frequently in examinations. So to explain that, I'll connect with you in the next video. Thank you.